What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Franchise Guy, coming back at you again. Another episode of Madden 19, My Career, featuring your boy, Chance Bishop. We're taking on the Saints. We're coming off our third consecutive Super Bowl. I mean, it's great to see this team having so much success. We have 4 total Super Bowls now in the past, since 2017. So we're in year 2024-ish? 5 maybe? I don't know. It's kind of weird that I don't know what year it is. I just play the games. This is episode 27, I do know that, so I guess breaking it down, no, I can't do that because the first couple episodes, the first season at least, was not done the same way the next seasons were done. Every season has broken down into 4 episodes, 4 games an episode, and then playoffs. So up to 5 episodes a season. I mean, it works. It really does work. It helps, move this series along super quick, a lot quicker than I know some other series I have going on. I know my 2K series kind of moves a little slow. It's only uploaded once a week, and there's only 1 month done a week. I mean, this is also a weekly series too, which is up once a week. But I guess instead of playing, 1 game a week, like my franchise mode, we're playing 4 games a week, which, is getting through the season pretty quick. So that's always good to see right there, but we're just racking up sacks right now. Second sack of the game. Good to see. I'm proud of Chance. Walking Hall of Famer. Guaranteed Hall of Famer. Super proud of him. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about this kid. He has a can-do attitude and will sack everyone in his way. Spiegel, we went through Spiegel, going through the playoffs. We beat him then. Getting a safety right now. I mean, he's got a number right now. They're leading us by 6. It's our 150th career sack. I think that number's a little off because I'm not getting credited for it for the Hall of Fame achievements. But yeah, no, that's it. But 2-point conversion right now. Gonna get Spiegel on the sack. Third sack of the game right there. 3 tackles. Super good to see that right there. We're just racking up sacks. We're about, 12 points. Just too much for us to overcome. End up losing by 12. I mean, maybe we're on a bit of a podium. Maybe we're on a bit of a hangover. We come off 3 Super Bowls and we lose the first game of the season after going 16-0. Super Bowl hangover, maybe? I mean, I prefer not to be in Super Bowl hangover. We should go 16-0 every season. Kind of don't want to go 16-0 because Doug Peterson's not here. Demetrius Turner, not a better head coach than Peterson. Peterson had his 3 rings. I mean, Demetrius Turner sure got the 3rd Super Bowl title of the Chance Bishop dynasty, but it's not the same. Should have been Peterson here, really should have. Yeah, Cam Newton though. Cam Newton, current quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers must have retired. Brought in Cam. I mean, it's weird the Packers have spent some money on free agency because they never spend money on free agency. Look at this Jordan Cameron fella. Just looks like a really awkward build. It looks like he has an offensive lineman style head on like a non-offensive lineman body. So he looks like Joe Thomas right now a little bit. And if you haven't seen a picture of Joe Thomas after football, dude is shredded. And I mean shredded. Like, he is like probably the best shape of his life. Hands down. Second run right there, we gotta get a sack of Cam Newton. Play action does not fool Bishop. Runs right through Newton. He's probably gonna complain to the league that I hit him too hard. He complains about that everyone hits him too hard. That I don't know. That he just feels like he should get some special privilege because he's a mobile quarterback. Look at that. Takes him to the ground. First and 10 right now, second quarter. Newton trying to scramble a bit. Hits Newton, forces the fumble. Gallipo with the recovery. Bishop Gallipo. I mean, that's just a tandem you don't want to mess with. I'm sorry. Up 21 to nothing. You know, we're gonna hit Cam Newton right here. Yeah, he's hurt. We got number 2 in here. Jacoby Brissett, I think that was. But he's gonna throw an interception. Swat Cravens with the pick. Good to see that right there. I mean, it's good to see former Redskins get interceptions, but look at that. Newton back in the game, getting taken down, still not getting credited for sacks, unfortunately. If they fight the sack and we have to pull them forward, it doesn't get credited as a sack, but if we go through them like that, that's a sack. So, kind of upset by that I'm still losing out sacks to this stupid glitch. I know we had a Bills game where every sack of the game just wasn't counted because we pulled him to the ground instead of running through him. But SWAT Crazer gets a second pick. We end up winning 28-3. Pretty good game. Run game, helps out a bit. 4 takeaways definitely helped. Yeah, 4 takeaways definitely helps. Third game of this episode, take on the Giants. These New York Giants, the G-Men, they traded Odell away. They traded Olivier Vernon away. They got fleeced. They really did. This team refuses to rebuild. They want Eli Manning. They want Golden Tate. They want their old men. They want their expensive old men. And they want to somehow win with these old men. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. There is no way the Giants are competing for the division this year. I mean, Eagles are going to come back healthy. They're going to try to get Wentz down to a long-term deal. That's their big picture plan, get Wentz down that long-term contract. I mean, they're trying to work on a team-friendly deal with Jay Ajayi. Brought back Ronald Darby for a year. I mean, what's there not to tell you about that Eagles team? Redskins are going to go 7-9 just because that's what their team's built to do. Cowboys, I feel like they had a good season last year. It didn't hurt that every other team got hurt. I mean, Redskins got hurt, lost Alex Smith, lost Colt McCoy, literally had to start Mark Sanchez. Eagles got hurt, didn't have Carson Wentz for a couple weeks, didn't have Jason Peters for a little bit. Didn't have Alshon Jeffrey for a little bit. I mean, it's just a lot of teams got hurt. The Eagles definitely lost the most talent of any team. But definitely the Eagles, division to take still. I mean, that defensive line's still mean by the Eagles. That linebacking core could use some work, but then again, the Eagles aren't a linebacker heavy using team to begin with. Most of the times they're only using 1 or 2 linebackers out there. So they're usually only using Bradham and Hicks. And then they would have Jenkins play in the box. And they'd use 3 safeties, or they'd use, a nickel corner most of the time. But we have corners. We have Rasul Douglas, Avonte Maddox, who do great. Jalen Mills, who's iffy. Darby, Darby's pretty good. Darby's underrated. He really is. Darby really does get slept on all the time. But look at that. 3rd interception for SWAT Cravens. 3 games in the season. 3 picks. That's great to see right there. 4th and 1 for the G-Men. Bishop getting in on the run right there. Saquon Barkley, 5 rushes, 47 yards on the game. 1st and 10. They're in field goal range. We're going to try to knock him out of it. Bishop forcing the fumble. Gallipo gets the recovery. And, yeah, no, they're not getting any points when we're on the field. Grimes, getting kissed by his offensive lineman, it looks like. Look at that. Look at this hit. Boink. It's a nice hit. Here comes again. Look at that. Shoulder, chest, ball comes out, Gallipo catches it. We end up winning 24-7 on just under 300 yards passing, 80 yards rushing, 2 takeaways. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. You want to have a little more yards per carry, you got the loss. That's what happens when you lose. You get more yards per carry. Simple math, really. Go away, Grimes. You're a loser. Only winners here in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure we're actually on the road right now. But we're taking on the league's retirement home right now. The Cardinals of Arizona. I mean, they literally are the league's retirement home. I am sorry. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, or ways around it. Terrell Suggs. Oof. They had Sam Bradford last year. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald. This team just keeps finding ways to get older and older. And it's kind of baffling that this is still a team. I mean, even when you guys were good, your team was still old. Your starting quarterback was Kurt Warner. He wasn't a young spring chicken at the time. He wasn't even a young quarterback when he won the Super Bowl with the Rams. I mean, Jay Ajayi is still on this team. It's good to see. Glad to see Ajayi is on this team still. Means a little bit, I guess. Means a lot bit. I mean, I don't know. I'm indifferent about Jay Ajayi. I don't know. Personal story about Jay Ajayi. Went to an autograph signing after they won the Super Bowl. He showed up, saw that there was fans lined up, was scheduled for an hour. Clearly, it was going to be longer than an hour. Like, he had to have known it was going to be longer than an hour. And then, like, an hour into it, he just dipped. His hours, I was like, all right, I'm leaving. And he dipped. Wouldn't take more money, wouldn't do anything, just dipped. So, yeah, no, I was in line for an autograph. Never got that autograph, still haven't got that autograph. So, yeah, a little upsetting that I didn't get that autograph. Lots of angry fans. Couple crying kids. Oh, no, Dixon right here with the interception. Way to go, young man. Up 13-7. We're trying to get a sack. We're fighting for it. We're fighting for it. And look at that. I'm not sure who this one is. Thewell. 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 I don't know how to say this. He's not a real guy. All I know is he got a pick right there. We're still looking for a sack. Like, I'm sorry, look at that. Gallipo's getting there, disrupting the quarterback. 3rd and 8 right now for this team. And Bishop chasing down McGlynn. Finally gets his sack. Look at this. Rides his horse. I mean, probably should calm down celebration just a little bit since it's only his first sack of the game. But, he's excited. I get it. He's, chasing down the all-time single-season sack record. He can have some fun. He really can. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're not letting him have fun, you shouldn't be watching football. You don't deserve to be watching football. You don't deserve to be watching this man play. But if you guys like this episode, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys missed an episode, make sure you check the playlist down below. We are 27 episodes into this series, so you got some catch up to do. But yeah, peace out. Rock on.